Evet, devam ediyoruz.
Practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Ne abi görev? Şehvet günahları. Orası evralarını öldüreceğim hemen.
Sewing up the drown of it. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Çıkın lan yanından. Çık. Bakar mısın? Gel. Gel. Geber. Bak diğeri. Gel.
Ugly bastard.
Sen de gel. Çok bağırma gel.
Where to now? Up.
Yukarı
Yes,
mı?
it's not far now.
Priscilla. How's it look? Give it to me straight. No sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandruff. Take the ladder.
Orospu çocukları.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well.
Bu mu?
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard.
Excellent.
Tek attım lan.
I trust you don't...
Not a bit.
Where?
Baş.
Let's look at his head.
Notice anything else? That his...
Gözcü var.
Those burn
Yes. And some...
murderer gouged out his eyes. Then
So it seems. Looking at the...
Altıncına bakalım.
let's examine the mouth.
Just like...
Ses borusu.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed. So...
A small, extremely sharp.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed. And there are some...
Gövde.
Let's examine.
What have we here? Deep wound...
Göz dersini
Let's examine the chest.
Wait a minute, there's...
An egg from an amphibian. A salad.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall it.
Look at the scar. Wound.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruise.
Karnını aç bakayım.
Open the.
Due warning, it would...
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt. Wait.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted.
Explains why there's no smell of decay.
Eller.
Look at his hands. These welts.
I'd expect so. No one could sit...
Speaking.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the...
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf.
Bacaklar.
See anything interesting?
His right foot. The ankle swollen. Toenails...
Doesn't strike me as the.
Apologies. We searched...
And a different.
Tikine
His
bakalım.
genitals.
I sincerely doubt they bear...
Göreceğiz.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and. Shit.
Syphilis, actually.
Think there could be a connect.
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Alright. Think I.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no...
Bu bir cezalandırma.
Sure of one thing.
Even the witch hunters don't engage in this...
Only the murderer knows that. And it's a lead worth following.
Fabian. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted.
A student. Lifelong.
Very well, speak. But be quick.
Seni sevmedim.
You old
Hubert taught me the rudiments...
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles.
You've not changed...
A compliment.
No, a statement of fact.
Woodcarver's body.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside... But the woodcarver, Eustace, the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to...
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under...
You did, but they're...
Out of the question.
As your reverence wishes.
Sevmedim. Onunla piştik var. Şununla bir
I
piştik
could
var.
cover
Orası
for us.
piştirme
I
benziyor.
was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So...
Adam niye ok var amına koyayım bile?
Nathaniel.
A scoundrel, a rogue.
Most are scoundrels before they ever...
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises...
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip.
I know him, thus I avoid...
Okay.
Don't aim to...
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector,
As do I. At the hospital, I'm a...
and I'll keep my...
Snow White's cherry. Fuck, sure, blame that on us.
Gözüne şurada şey var.
Who do you think you are?
Bloody bandits can't go out in the streets no more.
You, Eustace?
Aye.
Fourth sense, I think it is.
Fine. Oh, yeah, I'm
One of them. So that...
sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One would...
Some things are best left unsaid.
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel...
Shame? Why? Actually... You searched...
Whoa, I cost her not...
I call a spade a spade.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern.
Anlat amına koyayım.
That
Para.
hard for coin? Fine. Have...
Triflings, baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins.
That's human. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We sh... Oi, fucking...
For everything.
Oh, Ludica, what happened here?
Come on.
Şu an herkes öldürebilirim ben. Hiç bulaşmayın.
Odd though it is.
Herkes öldürebilirim şu an.
So, how'd it go with this evening? Look awfully suspicious.
Oğlum nereden giriyoruz? Buna koduğumun yerine ya.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Ha kapı şey varmış.
Anyone home?
Begun, or I'll sick me hand.
Relax.
Araba
I'm
çekecek
here
ya.
about Fabian Meyer.
That's altogether different. Sit you...
Charming is...
You daft? Even I'm scared of him.
Got someone particular...
Sure as shite. As soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts.
So who might...
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran him.
Meğer mi meğer.
What'll it be?
Name it. I'll be closing
Sadece
it down
meğer.
now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family. So, what?
Your brother have any enemies?
Twas... Oh, he were a good dwarf. Craftsman like no other. But he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of... Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag." Rather
Know where I can find her?
City cemetery. She died a few days.
Tell me what you know about the murder.
It was like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand, hearing.
Claimed not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. You know they could have folk give bleeding orphans in the street or what?
Fine. Need to look around.
Be my guest.
İnceleyelim bakalım.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Murderer dragged something heavy. Statues. Or a corpse.
İnceleyelim.
Aye.
Atölyeyi aç bakayım.
Mind if I go in?
I've not even peeked inside since.
Bu ne? İyi mi atlayayım? Neyse. Çık lan. Bu ne?
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked. More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Nothing interesting.
Tamam. Gidiyorum. Abi şimdi birisi o şey yaptı yere.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner want told me
Can
to
that
say
be?
the main door will be open for you. You're to come.
Aman okuyayım dur ya ben şuna bakacağım ya. Sikerim sizin şeyinize şimdi ya.
Hey, handsome.
Kes lan. Sen şey duydun mu? Biliyor musun?
A brazier. This time of year? Human. Priscilla's. Human.
Sis,
Priscilla's.
that him?
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
Ne oluyor oğlum? Ne oluyor? Ne oluyor? Size mi uğraşacağım ben? Amına koruklarım. Yan amına koyayım yan.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down, I'm not gonna.
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime?
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone.
Fear I can't help you much.
Priscilla wasn't the.
Oh, dear, this didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggar.
Recall any name?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns.
You and Priscilla.
Friends? Nah. But she's... I was looking to give up pouring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes.
Take care. And I got a murder.
Tamam geldi bok kırın gittim çok sikimli amına koyayım.
Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way.
Stop! That's enough!
Ya iyi bari.
A brazier. This time of year?
Şurada oğlum bak şurada amına koyduğum bir şey var.
A brazier. This time of year?
Şu lan şu bak. Şu lan.
I know that smell.
Heh.
Formaldehyde. Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
Got a problem?
Fire protects us, but the witch sure comes in handy at times.
Racial hygiene.
Washed your hair lately?
Şu an bana bulaşmayın abi. Hepinizi de çevir, bakmam. Şuymuş, buymuş. Öldürür geçerim vallahi. Başım şart falan.
What is it, Grey?
They
Burası
ought
mı?
never let your kind in.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Sen ne istiyorsun?
Geralt, right? I'm glad you're here.
Nice of you, especially given you didn't.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter.
Kurban kim?
Who's the vic?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenford.
Any titles in?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal...
Yeah. More. By the way,
I had him sent to prison. You see, people were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found... Joachim had been my favorite student, but... Alas, I had to do
Sen
something.
ne hiç yaşlanmıyorsun?
So I reported him. Whereas Joachim...
Adam yaşlı, bu ne yaşlı?
Fate's ironies. Years later, he was a...
Ha.
how old's Von?
53, I believe.
You look a little young to...
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluid.
Not fond of nothing.
Very few. He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back. Hard to be fond of someone like...
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib...
A message from the murderer. Patricia Vick.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even... Gotta find her.
Lan bizim şu Tris'le yaptığımız, çocuğunu kurtardığımız.
Till next time, Master.
Nerede abi tabela?
Your blades.
Well, Witcher.
Nerede? Ha. Bunu öldürmesinler ya da açın kapıyı. Aç kapıyı aç. Aç kapıyı aç.
What do you...
Need to talk to...
You think any...
Her life's in danger.
If you thought this up, and I'll let you in,
Always thought a guard was supposed to protect his chuck.
so be it. I'll take...
Hadi aç çabuk. Karı ölüyor ne? Öleceksin.
Oh, Geralt.
Not pleasant at all. I gotta see her...
In danger? Come now. I saw...
No time to explain.
I find this all very hard to believe. Please.
Sen konuşamamışsın.
A fire fit for Bellatane. Except it's the wrong time of year.
I mentioned Mother seems sad.
Oğlum yürü lan.
In fact, she's
Lan yürü,
in
yürü.
a crisis of faith. A rather serious one. We'd been to Novigrad. Mother had seen the pyres in Hierarch Square, uttered not a word on our way home. She had all the holy books, insignias, reliquaries gathered, taken outside and burnt. Then she locked herself in her room.
We need to hurry.
Annen öldü amına koyayım, öldü.
Hear that? Carmen,
We should go in.
you're relentless, aren't you? Fine, but wait.
Şimdi bağır bakayım, şimdi ses gelecek mi bağır sesi. Aa!
He ran out the...
Bu çocuğu!
Spread out! Murderer's still here! There he is! Get him!
Oğlum sizle uğraşamam ya. Nereye gidiyoruz bu çocuğu? Ya. Ne koyacağım? Gel amına koyayım gel. Hepinizi bir şeycem amına koyayım.
Die, mutants! Halt! For I put...
Listen, you got the right.
Save your trickery!
Well,
We got him, Lady
Aa
Ingrid!
günaha geldi.
Lower that crossbow before you hide.
Forgive me. I saw it.
I was chasing him, and I'd have caught.
Out of my sight! Mother!
Because she blasphemed the eternal Ingrid, I know this is a hard time for you, but usually the killer leaves a note on.
Very well. But you should be up. And
Bruises, broken fingernails. She defended her. Here it is. Sweet Nettie. Won't get away. Tracks just end. As if he vanished. Same wounds as the previous victims. Examination would be a waste of time. Gotta get to crippled Kate's, fast.
Var mı başka bir şey? Şu ne?
Another empty formaldehyde bottle.
Nasıl evladı ya? Biraz daha bir kabala. Buradan gideyim. Oo, ne olur şöyle öldürmek istiyorum bir an önce. Çok uzadı.
Wonderful.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
You're a vulgar one. I can see it in your face.
In short, who kisses your ass today will bite it tomorrow.
Sweet Nettie.
Upstairs. But she's with a...
Gel. Kim olan bir tane?
You mean me to grab another lass to join?
For heroic deeds.
Oh,
Madam.
Positively divine.
Heh.
No one
Aa
will
bak
hear you,
orospu
bitch.
çocuğu.
Not a soul.
You, though? Whole town will hear you in a minute.
Yet
Ha.
again you disturb me. I was to play with sweet Nettie, render her not so sweet, but I just...
Konuş
First,
bakayım.
gotta tell me why you do it.
For pleasure.
Achievable with whores in a lot of ways, many traditional.
Who said anything about killing? I could stop at a few burns.
Spare me your lies. I've seen your victims. I know how they end. You'd have...
What the fuck are you on about?
Murder. You killed Fabian Meyer. Patricia Veg...
Dur tamam.
Bollocks.
Found a message on Patricia's body. Led me here to crippled Kate's.
I don't know, but I see.
Who knew you'd be here?
Strangely enough, I don't announce these outings far and wide. There's but one man who...
The coroner said you were busy, that you wouldn't visit.
Go. To Warehouse 12 at the docks. He's there this time. I shall stay here. I've unfinished business with...
Then you'll pay again. For her. Ever fight a witcher?
Oh. Aa bak İgne. Yan bakayım. Geber. Geber orospu çocuğu. Hop. Hoppa. Hadi bakayım. Al bakalım sohbetler şimdi. Hoppa. Al bunu alayım. Bir şey kalmasın.
You're free now.
Oh, thank you.
Ölmüştüm ben olmasam.
He asked if I did everything, and I said, for the right price, of course. I was bound when I came to.
Calm down. He won't hurt.
Tamam. Var mı burada şey? Tamam, şimdi gidelim orospu çocuğuna bakalım. Orospu çocuğu. Ama nereden gidiyoruz buradan? Oğlum siktiğimin merdiveni nerede? Merdiven nerede? Yapay tasarımı sikeyim ya.
We can go at it here. My place. You choose.
Vallahi siz vuralım bak şimdi ha.
Run out of formaldehyde.
I underestimated you. You almost caught me in... Although, you've not divined all, I see. Had you, you would have drawn your silver sword.
What are you?
A vampire. Higher, of course.
Got a reason for killing?
I thought you'd figure that out as well. The symbolism's rather obvious. Coals for those who are blind.
Yeah, symbolism's clear. What's not is why a vampire would...
Should be equally obvious. I concur with the Church's diagnosis. Novigrad is a fallen city.
Hakkını çarptım.
Tortured lot.
Yet logic, nonetheless. I'm glad you give a thought to my victims. A lecherous woodcarver who'd spend his last copper on whores. An old countess who defied... They did not deserve to live. But their deaths could be a lesson to others. For you, I'm afraid it's too late. You are a man of little faith. I sense this.
Ananı sıkacağım şimdi seni abi ya.
Good with a sword.
Pretty good. Might not cut it.
Bak şimdi senin var ya vampirliğin bir sakladan. Bir de vampir. Sıktı lan oradan. Aman akıllı bize vampirmiş. Biliyoruz size bak nasıl oluyor. Aman bakalım. İki marafta kapatmadan affetme. Hadi. Hadi hadi. Hop bak. Oh. Hepsini aldım. Oh yarrağım ye. Hadi bakayım. Hoşçakal. Bay bay. Orospunun düştü. Birisine gel buraya. İnşiye gidiyordur. Ölmesin de. Tam da o kadar şey yapacaktı yanılar. Hediye mi de yapacaktı. İşte sanırım da.
The eternal fire protects us. Of which is your
And it's raining again.
It just rained.
İntikamını aldım. Nerede ısıtıyor seni?
How's
better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of...
Yeah.
Thank you, Geralt.
Aynen.
Did my part.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the...
She's talking again.
Isn't it? Professor von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing.
Sounds great. Good luck to...
İntikamınızı aldım abi. İntikam alındı. Hoşça kalın. Burada bağırmayacağım. Burada bağırma yok. Sadece hızım var.